Welcome to the Trailchasers podcast.
This episode is presented by Nexen Tire. All three of the Trailchaser rigs have been running on Roadian MTX tires for a while now, and we're super happy with the way they perform. Great on-road performance and absolute beast off-road. Go to nexentireusa.com to get a set for your rig. And the show's also brought to you by Icon Vehicle Dynamics. The team at Icon takes a holistic approach to your vehicle performance. The suspension components, the shocks, the Icon alloy wheels all work together. Go check out what they have for your rig at iconvehicledynamics.com.
Today on the show, we talk to another legend of the trail. That's right. Casey comes in to talk about what he had to do to join the San Jacinto Frontier and Sticker Club. And check this out. We found another tip to my spear.
Our tips have finally joined forces.
Frontiers unite!
Hey everybody, it is 6:30. We are live on YouTube.
It's not 6:30, but
it's 6:34. But we've been doing
close enough.
We've been doing stuff since 6:30 ish.
Trailchaser time.
Some people have been there. Yeah. Some people have been there. It is. Hold on. Let's get the Instagram going for a sec. We are live now on Instagram, so it's 6:30 ish on a Monday night. We are live on YouTube. We have a special guest in the studio. I mean, special, but in a totally different way.
And a guest.
Yeah, and a guest. And we're doing this. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. So you guys, everybody know how you've got that one friend that's like, hey man, I'm going to be at the party. And you're like, cool. And then they're like, oh dude, I can't make it to the party. And you're like, no worries, dude. And then like, hey, I'm going to be at the party. And then you never know whether or not they're coming to the party. Jose was that dude today.
I was that guy today.
Jose was that guy.
Is this a party? First of all, this is a party?
Kinda. It's kind of a party.
Okay.
Were we supposed to bring anything?
So yes, you were supposed to bring the comedy, and clearly we didn't do that. So Jose was first of all, Casey's coming. Casey's here in studio. My brother, if you haven't noticed, Casey's in studio, and when Casey was like, "Yeah, I'm going to come down," I was like, oh crap, I haven't had a fourth microphone in the studio for a while. I got to scramble to get the fourth workstation set up. So I did that, and then I was getting ready to do that, and then Jose sends a message and says, hey, something came up, I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. I'm like, cool, then Casey could just sit in Jose's spot.
And I did.
And then Jose,
I logged in and
then Jose was like, oh cool, I'm going to be able to make it. Shit. So I scramble and I get everything set up, and then again another one, sorry man, not going to make it, just record without me. So Casey's here, we eat some dinner. Casey sits down at Jose's computer, starts to log in, and Jose comes walking up the front door like he's invited. Like what the hell, dude? So fortunately for everybody, we got the, we'll know if it's fortunate for everybody or not after Casey talks, but we got the fourth microphone set up, for Casey to come in. Casey came down from Big Bear, specifically to talk about, just bad life decisions. I think
questionable, at least. Questionable life decisions.
I think we need to question whether or not Casey is making good life decisions, or
I think he's finally starting to make good life decisions.
I think he's finally turning it around.
It could go either way.
He just grew up right before our eyes.
I tell you, it's so
he looks good in Dodger blue.
Yes.
and
There's
Matt,
two takeaways so far, right?
Matt sends me a text the other day.
Are we gonna say?
Yeah, in a second here though. Matt sends me
hell of a lead up here.
Matt sends me a text message the other day, and he says, "Once again, Casey's proving that he's the coolest brother I have." And I was like, "Was there ever a question about that?" Like,
and I went back. No, just let you know.
Yeah.
Just so you know, he's still doing it.
So Casey,
we were in the pool when he sent that.
Casey, what did you do, dude?
I bought a Nissan Frontier
Woo!
Pro 4X.
Woo! There's finally another member
Yes.
to the San Jacinto
You know what?
Frontier
Yes.
Sticker Club.
I think the tip of Matt's spear finally penetrated Casey
Whoa.
to a point where it's infected him, and he now made this decision.
That sounds like that the Matrix 2 when the agent was like penetrating people and making clones of himself.
Oh, no.
Is that what you're saying?
You're Mr. Smith?
I'm Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Wait, were you
Agent-
watching Vivid Films,
Agent-
The Matrix?
Yes.
So Casey, let's go back. For those that didn't know, Casey was rolling what we called Big Tasty. Talk to us. What was Big Tasty?
Big Tasty was a 96 Grand Cherokee Limited. It was kind of a hodgepodge of.
Come on, bro. I thought you watched a lot of Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
It was
Obviously you don't.
It was a lot of custom built stuff. Like nothing on that Jeep was meant to be on that Jeep, but it all somehow worked. It just wasn't for daily driving aspects. It wasn't like.
And you were daily driving it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the grocery. It was the
Okay, but daily driving, he lives in Big Bear.
Yeah, it's like a
his daily commute is
5-minute
3.5 minutes. Exactly.
Right, but driving down the hill to come to your house or Monty and Matt's or driving to go do off-road trips and things like that. It just wasn't quite what you
Ideal.
wanted to be. Yeah, it wasn't ideal. It was still a 24-year-old vehicle.
And it was a Jeep.
Oh, wait, hold my beer, dude. Mine's 26.
Yeah, okay.
But yours is a Toyota. It's meant to be
That's
26
true.
years old.
Yeah. Yours is in its prime right
The
now.
official lifespan of a Jeep is like
It's finally
4
broken
years.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your vehicle's life
I'm
is
barely
just
leaving the
starting.
nest right now,
Yours
yeah.
is like a teenager right now.
Yeah, I'm leaving the nest. I'm 18. I just graduated high school.
Mine was like
Yeah.
2 weeks from retirement. Like
It was a rough 24 years.
so. I just wanted something a little newer, a little nicer. I think as much as we probably all want to not admit it, we spend more time on the pavement than we do on the dirt, and I wanted to be comfortable on the pavement as well as in the dirt.
And so tell the story about what happened after you sold it.
You got a text or something, right?
Oh yeah, okay. So it had been getting hot on me every time we went wheeling. Driving around town was fine, but every time we went wheeling, it got hot, and I was able to keep it from overheating. It just would go to like a little over normal or 3/4 or whatever. And then the guy I sold it to, I told him, "Hey man, it gets hot. You're probably gonna need a radiator." He said, he said, "That's the first thing I'm gonna do." And then he drove off in my Jeep. And then 30 minutes later, I get a text message, a picture of him in the Carl's Jr. parking lot with the hood open.
Which is
and-
like 4 minutes from your house,
yeah,
right?
and coolant everywhere. And he said, "Radiator exploded."
So
Oh.
It was driving fine for me today.
So Big Tasty revolted like immediately.
Oh, it did.
Like, nope.
I had just driven to the grocery store, one last grocery getter trip right before I sold it to him, and with AC cranking and everything, never had a problem.
My XJ, my 87 XJ, the first XJ I bought from my father-in-law at the time. And it had like 200,000 miles on it, but the dude was religious about oil changes. That thing was pristine. 2 weeks after I bought it, the engine blew up. I think Jeeps just know that it's time to mess with them.
Either that or when it's time to get rid of it. Or owners know when it's time.
Yeah,
Something's
this
going to
thing's
explode soon. I better get rid of it.
That's right. It's that timer, that clock that's ticking down.
yeah.
And it's like, oh man, I'm down to 3. It's time to get rid of it.
So Big Tasty's gone.
Big Tasty is gone.
You got money burning a hole in your pocket, and then you start looking for a vehicle. What was the criteria? What were you looking for?
I wanted a JK.
I'm sorry. I mean,
Plain and simple, I wanted a JK. I work with them every single day. I know them in and out. To me, it just seemed like it made sense with how much, how often I'm underneath one or inside one or fixing one, building one. It just made sense to get the vehicle that you know the most about. And they're just extremely overpriced.
yeah. Well, it's the Jeep Premium.
Yeah.
I
But the main criteria was definitely 4-door. Anything, whatever it was, it had to be 4-door. It couldn't be a 2-door extra cab. If you want a 2-door JK, there's a crap ton of deals out there for like smoking deals. But
for a two-door?
yeah,
Oh,
how many
yeah.
people does that work for though?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, one. I think the reason why there's so many of them
maybe
out
two
there.
if you stretch it. But when I had the TJ, that was why I sold the TJ. Like Tammy and I, we would go on trips and we do stuff, and we knew the baby was coming. Even when it was just Tammy and I would strap backpacks and duffel bags to the spare tire to get extra
Right.
storage space because you can't fit anything in a two-door Jeep.
Maybe that's why there's so many of them out there, because people bought them and they were like, "This doesn't
dumb.
work."
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
this doesn't
dumb.
work. They traded in and got a 4-door. You know.
So you 4-door JK, and then once you decided that you weren't going to go that route, what did you start looking at?
Well, I didn't. I would say I never really gave up on the JK. I just kept looking and looking and looking for a couple of weeks, figuring, that one deal is going to pop up. You if you're ever looking for something online,
Yeah, I mean, there's timing for sure.
yeah, like that one deal pops up, and then you have to be there right then and right there, and you get it for a smoking price, or it's gone in 5 minutes. But I started looking at different trucks. I looked at Tacomas. I was even considering the FJ Cruiser for a while.
Yeah, that's right. You sent me that one, and I was like,
I found a couple of nice FJ Cruisers, but they're
not cheap either.
No.
There's a couple. I found a couple of good deals out there, and it's a Toyota, so you can kind of justify the higher mileage a little bit. Then I mean, if you had to put your money on it, I would put it on a Toyota for as far as high mileage,
Versus a Jeep, yes.
versus anything else really. And they're not really a true 4-door. It's like a
No, they're
No.
like
door and a half or
it's
something.
like clamshell.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and the one thing I remember from sitting in them is like the windows are all squatty. There's not a lot of visibility all the way around.
Right, yeah.
I'd still get one though.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I mean, if I had the opportunity to cruise one, I would.
For sure.
Yeah, when we went to a few lots and we're looking at JKs and stuff, and I said to myself, if I see an awesome FJ with a good price, I'm just going to drive that away. I wasn't ruling it out, even though it wasn't ideal, but it was probably a good enough.
It's definitely more room than a two-door Jeep.
Right. At least it has some sort of access to the back.
Yeah. Which
Hey,
I mean, you always
hey,
want
now,
access
That's
to
what
the
we're all
back.
looking for, right? We're all
Hey,
looking for a
now.
little back door access sometimes.
I'll set them up, you knock them down.
Beat me to it
Every time.
Oh.
Every time.
Whatever you can fit back there. That needs to be the next T-shirt. That's the next T-shirt. Whatever you can fit back there.
I hope you
I
got a
got
big
that-
trunk, 'cause I'm going to put my bike in it.
That's right. I got that cocked and ready to go at the moment's notice.
Okay, so you started with a JK, realized that you're smarter than that. Went to an FJ, realized that you can't afford that. So then, what was the next rung?
Tacoma.
And then you're like, man, I really can't afford.
Yeah. Well, and,
Dude,
well,
it's-
and that's only because I found like 2 decent deals that I thought would be like, I think I could do that. And it's Tacoma.
So it came down to the Tacoma, and then one night he sends me a text message, and he's like,
Yes.
"What do you think of this?"
Yes.
And I
Did you send it to him first? Or did you send it to
So
me?
I called him on a I think it was a Tuesday night or Wednesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night, and said,
Because it'd
Go
be a
look
waste
at
of
this-
time
yeah.
sending it to me. Like, oh, I know what he's going to
I
say.
said, go look at this Tacoma, because I'm going to try to come down Thursday to get it. And then we had a conversation for an hour or so, and he brought up the Frontier. Have you looked at the Frontier? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I know Matt kicks ass in one, but I don't know if I'm capable of doing that.
I don't know if I've got what it takes, Coach.
What if I get one and then it sucks?
And I'm not as cool as Matt.
Well, and I mean,
That's true.
Matt-
And that's still the case. You
yeah,
never know.
Matt's proven it, but there's not like where a lot of people, like, we don't have a lot of evidence of the Frontier kicking ass for an extended
Well, in our
period.
circles, no, but
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. But we don't have a lot of personal,
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'll take one last look. I mean, I don't think I had even searched it up yet. I said, I'll go ahead and take a look. So he was all set to go look at the Tacoma the next day, and got off the phone with him. Immediately went on Car Gurus and looked up Frontiers. This one popped up.
Yeah, this one popped up because
Definitely
it
popped,
looks
bro.
because it looks like a bomb pop that you would buy off the ice cream man.
Yeah, and
In a good way.
I
In a
was
cool
like,
way.
oh man, that thing's pretty rad. And then I went and showed my son, and he was like, nah, I don't know. I don't get a Frontier. And then I was like,
This is all the
Yeah.
propaganda
And-
working against you right there.
And
all
then,
those Toyota commercials, you're brushing them away like, I don't care, Toyota.
Yeah.
Get your hooks out of me.
I was like, no, you don't like it? He's like, just, I don't know. And then I went out and back in the living room to do some more searching, and he comes out like 5 minutes later. He's like, "Get that one, get it."
Oh,
He's like, "That one's awesome."
It's got the youth
It just
behind it.
Yeah.
it takes like a couple minutes for it to get under your skin.
Yeah, you
and
have
then
to look at
you're
it.
stuck with it.
You have to look at it and then rub your eyes because it's so offensive. It's so offensive to your senses. So let me describe it. And if you haven't seen it, go to Casey's Instagram, which was MTMN04, Mountain Man 04.
Yeah.
It is a bright Dodger blue.
It's Dodger blue.
I love the Doyer.
It's a Dodger blue Nissan Frontier
Doyer.
with
Los Doyers.
with Krusty the Clown red rims. Like it is the most blue and red. I was telling him it reminds me of like a BMX bike from the 80s.
Yeah.
It's like total
Rad.
Yeah, total rad.
It's totally, yeah, it
It's
is.
totally rad. It's totally rad.
I like that.
And it is and I remember
It's sitting on 33s.
well that was so going back to the conversation. So Casey had sent me a bunch of those.
So I immediately called Cody back and was like, "Dude," or I sent him a screenshot of it, I think, or the link maybe to it, and I immediately called him. I was like, "Dude, why did you tell me to look at Frontiers?" Because like now I'm invested. Now I think I found one that I like even better than Tacoma, better than the JK's. It's just a badass truck.
Because you did the math, right?
I
And the
did.
math worked out.
I mean, and like you guys have always said, bang for buck.
So he sent me a Tacoma and this Frontier to go look at. So
What year was it, Tacoma?
hold on. If anybody from my work is listening, I need about 60 seconds. Shh, turn it off.
They have to now. So
Yeah, they have to.
yeah,
It's like
Good thing you did that.
vampires. We've established
It's
that.
bro code.
So it's middle of the day on like a Tuesday.
Thursday. It was Thursday.
Thursday.
No, it was Wednesday. 'cause I
Wednesday.
went and bought it
That's
Thursday.
right. So it's the middle of the day Wednesday. I like finish up some meetings and I jump in the truck and I take off and I go out to Mentone and the first thing I look at is the Frontier. The rundown on the Frontier is it's a 2014.
Is that where they make Mentos?
I
Yes.
think so in the
Yep.
back. Yeah.
Right.
I was getting to that.
2014, 100,000 miles.
99.
99,000 miles, already had upper control arms, already had Bilstein shocks, already had aftermarket
Stein.
I think it's Bill Stein.
aftermarket wheels, and what appears to be brand new General
They are
Grabber
brand new.
tires.
They still have the little fuzzies on.
Yeah,
on
and in really really good condition, really like aesthetically really really clean,
and a bed cover.
and a bed cover. That's right,
Yep.
and a bright ass light bar.
Yeah.
And so I looked at that one. I test drove it. Everything was fine. And then I went and looked at the Tacoma. The Tacoma was a 2011, had 120,000 miles on it, had Pro Comp coilovers in front with stock upper control arms, and they did not look like they were in good shape. It had a spacer lift in the back, a block in the back on the leaf, and this lot had it up on one of those racks so I could look at it underneath. And I took pictures and sent it to Casey.
And that one had 33, 12, 50, 17.
Yeah, that had 33s on it. But when you look underneath of it, there was so much corrosion from rust that I was like, I would not. When we go back to our bang for the buck conversation, that was $3,000 more. It had 20,000 more miles on it.
3 years older.
And
3 years older, yeah.
And covered in rust.
And it was covered. So we went back and forth, and he made the decision to go get the Frontier. How did it go? Like, I know you guys had to come down the hill and get it.
Right. What do you mean? How did the transaction go?
No, I mean like so you test drove it and you.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had pretty much made up my mind after we had the conversation when after you went and looked at both of them. I mean, I pretty much wiped the Tacoma off the list right there. You know, I don't want to deal with rust, and right off the bat, I'd have to probably buy control arms for it.
Control
Those,
arms.
you
Those
know,
shocks were not in good shape.
Even if the shocks were okay, it still would need control arms. And he had said the tires were rubbing because they were too wide a tire. I think 285, 70, 17, whatever's about all you can get. So I mean, I pretty much made up my decision before. I wasn't going there going, maybe I'm going to buy this one. I'm going there thinking, how much can I get knocked off of it to buy it? Like my mind was made up. I was like, that's it. I'm doing it. I even sent pictures to Matt. I said, what do you think?
So that was, I knew you were coming down for Michael's birthday
Yeah.
on Saturday, and you sent me that picture. What do you think? it's this or a Tacoma. And I'm like, well, dude, you're going to be down here on Saturday. You test drive my truck and see what you think. You showed up in your truck. And I was like, okay, I guess. And I didn't know anything else about it until, Dad said that you went ahead and bought it. So I already knew before you drove up.
And that was part of the conversation. Like we talked about, and it's nothing that the three of us haven't talked about on the show. Like, yeah, that Tacoma, there's a good chance that Tacoma will run for another 120,000 miles on it. You know what I mean? Whatever. But you're paying extra for it. And if this was 2 years ago, before Matt had bought his Frontier, right, I probably would have taken a different approach. I probably would have said, look, man, I don't know much about the Frontier. You can't go wrong with a Toyota.
I think the Frontier would have never been... It would have never been mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't have been a possibility. Yeah, it really.
Well, we really wouldn't have. We talked about that. One night we were on the phone. We were talking about it. And I was like, Matt's stock Frontier went everywhere my lifted Tacoma went. It's gone everywhere that Jose's Land Cruiser has gone. There's absolutely nothing about that Frontier that makes me believe that it would not be able to do all of the things that we do.
Right.
Granted, Big Tasty was locked front and rear on Dana 44s and 35-inch tires.
Yeah, Big Tasty was designed to go really slow over big stuff.
Yeah, well, and
we never do.
And Ect is in the chat room saying that, okay, Cody, it's your turn. Ditch the broke ass Ford and get a Frontier.
I was thinking we need Jose to get a red one.
But the thing is though,
I
can't see the Frontier. It's in my rearview mirror too far. I can't. That's going to be. I'm not.
We don't know. I've never driven a Frontier on the dirt.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what 2021 looks like. But seriously, going back to that, Matt, we joke around about you being tip of the spear, but in all seriousness, in the group that we hang out with, like, you bit the bullet. You were the first one to jump on that Frontier, and now all of us are like, yeah, that's a totally viable option.
Well, also, I don't have any
Yeah.
I'm new to the whole four-wheeling scene. I did do some research, and to me, Nissan, anything else, Nissan and Toyota, I think are comparable in quality.
Yeah.
All around the whole board, whether you're talking about sedans, trucks, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially if you're talking about overseas, right? I mean, how much, we've talked about that. Yeah. Overseas, in South America and Australia, the Nissan is right there on top.
Do you... when I think of Nissan Frontiers or trucks, yeah, the joke is I think about a gardener or whatever.
Yeah,
but
mine had a shovel in the back.
You got to keep it.
Every Frontier,
it comes stock. Well, you either get the shovel model or the rake model.
I threw it out, and then the next morning it was in there again.
Yeah, you can't get rid of that. Can't get rid of that. But I never hear about Frontiers or Nissans being garbage or trash or not dependable. I think of all of those things, and again, I think it's very much as comparable to Toyota as anything else, but it just doesn't have that, the backing. We always talk about they don't have any cool commercials, and people aren't. You don't see it out on the trails as much.
Well, I think they're just too late to try to become a front runner in the off-road industry. Jeep and Toyota were already so far out in front of them by the time they decided to make like a Pro 4X, right? Something would compete with, say, the Tacoma.
Well, I think that Pro 4X has been around for a while, though, hasn't it?
Well, this generation's from 05, and by 05, the Jeep and Toyota were already, miles ahead of them.
And so, again, when it came down to, I need to buy a truck. I started a new job. I needed something dependable to get to work. And something that had four-wheel drive. I did some research. I went on different, message boards or anything, and there was never a discouraging word about Frontiers. And so I took that leap of faith or whatever. But it really wasn't that hard a leap. It's bang for your buck. You get everything it's 30% off basically anything Toyota-wise. And again, it's been about a year and a half now. Yeah, what hasn't it done?
Yeah.
So
and gotten you back to work every day.
I haven't missed one day of work.
Yeah,
Cody had to come out and replace a battery for me.
Not even that, just clean.
That was it.
Yeah, just to clean the terminals and jumpstart them.
I have it's only been 4 days now. and I have all the confidence in it. There's not one thing yet in 4 days that I go, I'm not too sure about this truck.
But well, you did have to put some bug spray on, or you still haven't done the bug spray.
There's Nissan, if you're listening. What's with the gigantic cup holders?
I gave you the cup holder insert.
Yeah, but that was after I spilled an entire monster into both of my cup holders.
Somebody jacked your those are like gold. Dude,
And I was
those
telling-
little cup holder inserts.
I was telling Cody, the Pro 4X comes standard with watertight cup holders because once I spilled my entire monster
It's
in
been
the
in
cup
there.
holders, they were there for like a mile until I got to the store and could buy napkins.
So all
to
you
soak
needed
it
was a
all up.
long straw. Just next time, just pour your monster in the cup holders and
Oh, yeah.
get a straw. I'm sure that you can buy the Nissan Frontier cup holder
Yeah,
inserts on
Matt
Amazon.
gave me one, and I already found another one on Amazon. I just got to order it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because early on, I wedged like a bottle of water in there, and it was early in the morning, and I was done drinking the water, and I grabbed it, and it still felt like it had water in it, and I just, whatever, and I wasn't paying attention. The cup insert was stuck to it, and I went, oh, shit, I'm not going to go. And as soon as I did it, I was like, oh, I'm on my way to work. I'm not going to dig in the trash for it. So I just kept going to work, and then I went on Amazon, and you could buy a pair for
it's like $10.
yeah, exactly. So I had an extra one.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. He was complaining about, that was the first thing he said. I started looking in the interior. He's like, what's up with these cup holders? Dude, it's my only complaint. I'm all, dude, I got you covered.
Cup holders are important.
Welcome to the San Jacinto
Frontier Sticker Club.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can't wait to get my sticker.
Yeah, if cup holders are your thing, you don't want a Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
I know.
Or radios. If you want music, don't get a Land Cruiser.
Mine
And
works. It just doesn't work. Doesn't
The
sound
only
that
other
great.
thing was that so far, from what I can tell, it has three 12-volt power supplies, right? Like cigarette lighter things. And all three of them are on switched power. There's no constant power output.
I don't think a lot of cars are like that.
My 96 Grand Cherokee had
Yeah,
one.
but there's
Yeah.
a lot more electronics now.
Yeah, I like I was telling you,
That's why it overheated all the time.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, exactly.
I had to install
direct current to everything.
I installed an auxiliary one in the Tacoma.
That's
because
called a
it's the same
short,
thing.
dude.
It's same. Oh, speaking of, we'll talk about shorts in the Ford to give you guys something to laugh at. But the Tacoma, I had to add an auxiliary plug under the at the passenger footwell for that reason. None of the other outputs were constant power.
Right.
And I think the Ford's the same way. I think they're all switched.
Yeah, they're all switched.
I mean, and
Well, I'm gonna change that.
One of the 6 fuse boxes goes to the. So real quick on the Ford and shorts, we'll talk about that, and then we'll go back to Casey. I for the 4-wheel drive Expo, the 4-wheeler Expo, I installed the trailer hitch to take that Syndicate trailer out.
Oh yeah.
Wired it all up, everything's good. Well, after wheeling a bunch, I've bent the crap out of that trailer hitch, the socket, and Friday when we went up to the mountains, I kept getting it ding ding trailer connected, ding ding trailer disconnected,
Oh,
ding ding because
wow.
I'd hosed it off and it got wet. So the whole way
Don't
up
get
to
your
Big
Ranger
Bear,
wet.
the whole way up to Big Bear, I had to keep pressing OK because every 2 minutes, like you'd turn and it'd be ding ding trailer connected, ding ding trailer disconnected. So I ended up to come home on Sunday. I had to get under there and unplug everything because I'm sure I shorted out a wire in that socket.
You hope that's all it is.
No, it's been fine since. But so don't get your aftermarket trailer hitch wet on your Ford. It's not the Ford. It's an aftermarket Amazon trailer hitch connector thing.
I haven't had any problems with water yet.
No. Yes, a hat is required to be on the show. If you want to be on the show, you have to wear a hat. That we're getting dogged on in the show already.
We're hat guys.
It's about time.
I know. But you did say so the Frontier came with upper control arms and aftermarket coilovers, but you said it was making a funky noise.
Right. So if you recall on the install video on Matt's, because I have the same upper control arms as Matt's, the SPC upper arms. There's a
PRG.
there's a specific.
Right? Wasn't they the same?
Yeah, something like that.
There's a specific right there in the instructions. We all read it.
Did we?
It clearly says.
I was just videoing.
At least one of us read it and then said it to the other two in the room. And to cut a portion of this coil bucket out so that the ball joint doesn't contact it and rip the boot.
Yeah.
Well, whoever did the install on this one either didn't have the instructions, they didn't understand the instructions, or they just ignored the instructions.
Or they didn't have the ability to cut it.
Or they were like, "Well, we're all out of bug spray, so let's just leave it the way it is until we can get some bug spray."
We can't. Yeah, exactly. That's true.
If you
don't have the insect repellent,
Right.
you can't do a lift on a Nissan Frontier. And if you don't know what we're talking about, go back and find that episode.
Yeah.
So when I went out there and test drove that, I called Casey afterwards and said, you could buy this Frontier right now, put gas in it, throw an ice chest in the back, and do Mojave. Like there's nothing. There's no
trembling, no noises.
Well, there was what happened. There was a little bit of a shimmy in the steering wheel.
I already looked. The tires are not balanced properly. There's a lot of tire places out there that don't know how to balance larger tires properly.
Those aren't even that big.
Yeah, but they're bigger than a commuter car tire. Than the tires on your Honda Accord, or even the stock tires that are on that truck.
Yeah, because
they're wider, they're bigger, they're knobbier. That's another thing that causes a lot of the inconsistencies is the knobbiness of the tire.
And
you like knob?
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's a knobby guy. I did see on the inside of one of the wheels there was like 24 weights.
That was on the Tacoma.
How about
Oh, that was
Yeah, you said I'm just looking at the Tacoma. I just realized it right now. There's like 48 weights on the inside of it.
On the inside of the wheel, there was like, those weights that stick on the wheel. There was like 2 rows, like 12 or 14 of them. Like,
whoa.
Yeah, it looked like they were just lining the inside of the wheel with weights.
And that's because they don't balance it right.
Yeah.
Damn. I was going to say, how about hobbing? You like hobbing?
What do you prefer, hobbing or knobbing?
Do you like hobbing or knobbing?
Or both?
Wait, what show is this? What kind of show is this?
So Matt the other day, after telling me that Casey's cooler than I am, sends me a GIF of the shake and bake.
Yes.
Of Will Ferrell,
Talladega Nights.
Will Ferrell, and
we were just talking about
about
him.
him. What's his name?
Well, Cal Naughton Jr. is his name.
Yeah. So have we decided who's shake and who's bake?
Shake and bake.
I don't know.
You got to shake it
before you bake it.
Before you bake it.
So I think Matt's
like hand gestures.
I think Matt's shake and Casey's bake. Jose, thoughts?
Either one can work. I mean,
it could go either way.
And then when I sent that picture to you, you're like, yeah, that pretty much accurately describes the two. That's you guys.
A very accurate representation of you
thank
two.
You. And
Thanks,
thank you.
Thanks, Act. It's Steve Brawl.
Yeah.
That's not his name.
That's not his name, right?
It's like Clark, or not Clark, something Scott.
Who?
Edward C. Norton.
Yeah. Cal Naughton Jr. Edward C. Norton. That's the Hulk.
No, it's not. That's Edward Norton Jr.
Oh. Same.
Sal.
It's something with a freaking R.
Jack Nicholas.
No.
Nicholson.
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly.
I said it was with an R.
Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly.
You mean to tell me he's passing me in my subconscious?
Did we just become best friends?
That's a different movie.
Yeah.
But
I think it still applies.
Same.
Still
That's
applies.
True. Same characters, different movie.
Same, but different.
Boats and hose.
Are we making a video, Matt? Are we making a music video?
Oh my goodness!
Worldwide.
Yeah, we'll call it Frontiers and Beers.
Prestige Worldwide.
Prestige Worldwide.
At the Catalina.
Fuck Catalina Wine.
I knew it. Damn it!
Good one, Jose.
Well timed.
So I think we were talking about earlier before we went on live. I think you guys should get into the desert and do the infinity figure 8 switchbacks like the 80s ski movies where they did in the snow, and you guys could like each do burnouts.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that.
No, it's like that.
Hey, we're gonna be doing lots of dumb stuff. Yeah. Just wait till Christmas.
We're gonna do that right in front of your house later. What are you talking about?
It's like that scene in Rad when they're like kind of like doing it with the bikes.
Yeah. Ooh, speaking of Rad doing it with the bikes, did you see that Lori Loughlin got sentenced to
she's a couple
jail?
months.
Yeah. A couple months in jail.
Say what?
The chick from
the chick
Rad.
from Rad, Lori Loughlin,
Also Full House.
and Becky from Full House.
Okay.
She just got sentenced to jail.
She was paying.
You guys, we can't think of the actor from a cool movie, but you should
Yeah,
know.
but the one from Full House.
Yeah,
Lori-
you know
look.
about them chicks.
Lori Loughlin. I don't even care what Aunt Becky did to get into jail. She had paid schools
USC.
to get her daughter
Oh,
in. She
yeah,
was
yeah.
part of that whole thing.
I did hear about that. I thought
Yeah.
it went away.
Aunt Becky, if you're interested, I would like to go back to school, and if you've got some extra cash, I'm good with taking let you pay for someone to let me go to school.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm saying
I thought you were going to go in a different direction. I was watching you.
Dude, come on.
He's stumped. He got nothing to say. I did it. I did it.
Just stare at him. Dude, he freaks out.
you watched-
He's like,
You watched Rad. We're the same age.
I did, but I can't remember it. That was
They're re-releasing that.
There've been commercials for it on like crazy.
Tim says once Tammy hears this, it's no longer going to be a Full House. The good thing about Tammy working from home
Jose
now,
will move in.
yeah. One good thing about Tammy working from home is she doesn't commute anymore, and she's not listening to the show. So I'm getting some free airtime here, and I get a free pass on Lori Loughlin. We just were watching a documentary about.
that's your pass?
No.
Yeah, I was. That's a.
Like, dude,
That wouldn't be my pick.
It's the most offensive thing you've ever said.
No, that wouldn't. She wouldn't be on my
I'm
laminated.
offended, sir.
Yeah,
She
you
wouldn't
wouldn't
be-
get a pass for that.
She wouldn't be
dude.
on my laminated list for sure. Yeah, we were watching a
I
documentary.
didn't see her on the spreadsheet.
on no
No.
on Frozen 2, and Tammy
She
made
made
some
the second
comments.
tab on the spreadsheet. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The first cut.
So I'm in the clear, Tim. I think I don't think Tammy's going to listen to this. So anything you need to do or want to do to the Frontier?
Well, I did. I hit a quick little dirt road.
I want to kick ass.
Yeah, I definitely want to
Take names.
I want to kick names and take ass.
Jinx.
I did a quick little run on a dirt road, like just a fire road to a place where I go hike, and that's when I was like, something's not right with the suspension.
Yeah, you ended up in Lancaster. Like, dude, that was. It was only 15 minutes.
I didn't see the warp speed button.
Yeah. What year is it? So
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, I still need to get it into the do like a legitimate
Right.
trail or something
Right.
to find out. I still need to find out. I still need to put it through its paces to find out if the suspension's all copacetic. But other than that, it's like the cup holders are an issue, and the cigarette lighters.
Copacabana? What did he?
Copacetic.
Using these fancy words. See how much smarter he got?
It's the word of the
He just on Frontier now. His vocabulary is expanded.
It's the word of the day.
Yeah. Okay. Man, impressive.
No, I don't think. I think that was one of the big selling
Start
points.
drinking mineral water now?
Yeah.
Sparkling.
What's that? Smart water.
Yeah. Yep. Obviously,
works.
you probably started drinking it before you bought the Frontier.
That's why you bought the Frontier.
Exactly.
Okay.
Did like a complete 180. I think that was like the big selling.
Easy
One of the
there,
big
Dallas.
one of the big selling points was that I didn't have to do anything to it.
Yeah, I mean, anything you were to do to it now would just be add-on stuff. Well, sliders.
Yeah, you're right. I need sliders.
White knuckle sliders, right? We need to get white knuckle sliders on both of the Frontiers now.
Yeah.
And depending how the suspension works out, there may be something there that needs to be done.
There was a mention about your purchase to someone in the community that
Involved
is
with some
involved
things.
with some things, and someone in
Is
the
it one of our sponsors?
it's someone. somebody that may work for somebody said, "Wow, maybe we need to make another set of those." So
Is EVGA doing this?
we're gonna put a full on EVGA thermal cooling solution. we're gonna take one of the
that needed to be done to the Cherokee.
dude. That would have been a
big tasty.
That would have been a great cross promotion if we took one of the closed loop thermal cooling solutions from EVGA and strapped it to the front of Big Tasty and see how well it would have dissipated the heat.
It probably would have done pretty good.
You could have just removed the radiator itself.
altogether.
Just put the EVGA one.
Just put like 4 of the EVGA coolers on there and be badass. But the sliders, obviously, I mean, that's we've talked about talked about that in the past. Are you looking at any bumpers or racks or any of that?
I started sending them like some of the people
Chase racks and stuff.
Oh yeah, chase racks, and then Desert Runner makes some really cool bumpers. Like, oh, dude, these are the things I've been looking at.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I like I like it. Looks real clean and simple. Obviously, you start adding steel bumpers and stuff. You're adding to the weight, which is going to reduce power. So
not by much. Not by much.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm going to gain from having a front steel bumper. It's not like I'm
approach angle.
Yeah,
a better approach
and
angle.
I saw today on the road, I saw a black Frontier that had an aftermarket rear bumper and aftermarket front bumper with bull bars. And I was trying to catch up to it to like see if I could see a logo or who it was.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Did you just hear what he said?
Yeah, trying to catch up.
I was trying to catch up to it.
I was in traffic, jackass. And then I got on the
So I know what
241
I
and it
heard.
kept going.
I was on the tow truck.
And I told the
I was like,
driver, hey man, can you get up?
Billy Bob, can you scoot? Can you go faster?
Put your foot into it.
Trying to look at this Frontier over here.
No, I think I want to just keep it real clean and simple. That's it. Done.
Yeah,
You're saying that
it
now.
looks super
Right, yeah.
You're saying that 4 days in.
Let's ask again in a month
Yeah,
and see where we're at.
Well, and I think with that whole color scheme and Frontier, I think he needs to flatten out the bill on his hat and move to Apple Valley. Like that's
Not just flatten the bill, but like
no, it
when
has
they
to
curve it upwards,
turn it up.
Just
yeah.
where they
tip.
turn,
Yeah,
just the tip.
just a tip.
When they just the tip.
And you got to start wearing like those what are those shirts with all the like
Ed Hardy.
Ed Hardy.
Yeah.
Or what's the other one? Starts with an A.
Oh,
Affliction.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
I
like
told Cody I was trying to
like
find
a bejeweled dragon
was gonna
holding
say,
a sword or something.
Obnoxious or something like that.
Or
Right,
like
isn't that the one you're talking about?
Angel wings. And
I told Cody I was trying to find like a Nissan or a Frontier fake tattoo to put right here on my neck for when we're recording right now, so I can just be like full on. I'm all about it.
yeah, so your flat
it's-
bill and your affliction shirt.
Yeah.
And you live in Victorville.
Yeah, Frontier life.
You are living that Frontier life.
Yeah, hashtag Frontier life.
That's right. You also have a Pro 4X. So
I do.
You can now Pro 4 Flex.
It is.
And he got
My Rambo joke was better.
Yeah. I'll give you that one. The Rambo First Blood was better than the Pope 4 Flex. Vote now at
They're both shitty.
vote now at hashtag shitty dad joke.
Yeah.
But Casey, not to one up you, but Casey got the package with the cool Pro 4X on the rocker panel.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
that was the tipping point right there.
That's it. Yeah. All
I was
right.
like,
Well,
this one's got the sick graphics.
it does. Well,
we can one day we can go up to the house when he's not and we'll peel it off of his
steal that
and put it on yours.
That's true.
Well, why'd you split? Like you get one on one side, he gets one on the other side.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
That works.
Okay.
You're the other tip of the spear. It's a 2-tip spear.
They have those.
They do. It's a thing.
tips.
It's a thing.
I've seen it.
Oh my god, Jose. Yeah. Oh man.
Just saying, they have them.
I'm gonna have to edit that out, I think.
Why?
No,
You can throw it either way you want.
It's a dual-headed spear.
Yeah.
So it's like a dual-headed dagger, like one of the. It's
It's a spear
No, it's
with
the
two tips.
No.
There's two ends on it.
You're the Darth Maul.
Don't just shake your head at
You're
me.
the
I'm telling you about my spear.
You're the Darth Maul lightsaber that was the lightsaber that had on the both sides.
I'll have to discuss it with the other end of the spear to see if that's something we want to do or not. All right.
Hey, we'll come up with it and then we'll let you know.
Don't tell us how to slice and dice and shake and bake.
Don't tell me what kind of spear I can have.
So going back to
So what you guys are saying is you guys penetrate double.
Double penetrate.
Oh God.
So we talked about it earlier that we need a new nickname, and I think DP is a good nickname.
DP, yeah.
The DP Frontier.
Yeah, DPF.
Oh, wow.
DPF.
I don't know about that. That was hard to explain to the kid. I don't know if he's ready for that yet.
What about I think Bomb Pop, because it's like it looks like a Bomb Pop that you bought off the ice cream truck.
Zen said
or Lollipop.
Pop Rocket because it looks like Pop Rocks.
I don't know. We need to someone needs to go over Tim since
Blue. Just call it Blue.
since
Blue.
Since the people in the chat room are pretty good at cracking on people. How about you guys go over to Casey's Instagram and come up with some names. Susan in the chat room says that Krusty. I kind of like Krusty because it's like Krusty the Clownish. I don't know why, but when I see that color
That
combination,
makes it sound like a shit box.
No, I don't think
so.
No, not. It's just
Or like if you see that the truck is called Krusty, you're like, I wonder what the inside looks like.
Crusty.
It's pretty crusty in there, yeah.
Don't sit in there. You don't want to sit in there.
Don't sit on that
Don't
spot
touch
right
anything.
there. So Casey needs some help coming up with some. Maybe we'll do a survey. We need to do a survey for
Yeah, Big Tasty could have been called Krusty.
Yeah, Big Tasty was more crusty than crusty. Yeah.
Tasty 2. We can call it Tasty 2. TOO.
Tasty 4X.
That's too hard. That's too hard.
That's what she said.
Maybe, how about
Not your problem.
Maybe I could name it that. It'll just be called That's What She Said.
Nah.
White Lightning? Blue Lightning?
Blue Lightning. I don't know. So what we need to work on coming up.
No, it's the Magic Man and El Diablo.
And El Diablo. That's right. It's like a chicken.
Now you see me?
I don't remember.
No, you don't.
I don't remember.
Claws.
What was that from Talladega Nights?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's Spanish for like a fighting chicken.
I don't remember any of
And he
that.
talks
The very
about-
end, after the
he's
final
talking
race.
about no more shake and bake.
No more shake and bake.
And he goes, that's my new name is
El Diablo.
El Diablo. And he's like, what? And he goes, yeah, it's like a Mexican or Spanish for fighting chicken. And then Magic Man.
Does anybody else hear the ice cream man in the background?
you guys have those here?
Yeah, that's when Eastville, dude. You still have ice cream.
Yeah.
They roll around a Mercedes.
He's going
I
to
thought
say
there was
that
like
it's an
a-
omen.
I thought there
It's
was
a-
like
it's
a
an
gate
omen.
that you have
I
to
know
go
he
through.
was
It's the ice cream truck. Come on, Bomb Pop. It's the ice cream truck.
The Ice Cream Man.
Fruit Loops.
They're going to think I sell...
Oh, winner.
They're going to think I
Casey's
sell drugs.
super fruity.
Winner. Duty Driven and
Yeah.
Tim have both said Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. He's the fruitiest one of them all.
Funky butt loving. Oh, no.
Bomb Pop, Fruit Loops, Krusty. We got to come up with something good.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited.
Me too.
I think you made a really, really good decision. I think that, like we've said, we've seen what Matt has done with his Frontier, and I think
Matt's tried to break his.
Yeah,
and it's still going.
Yeah, Matt has intentionally tried to destroy it, and it hasn't worked. And speaking of Matt's, we now have another set of wheels in the garage for Matt that we're going to try for a second time.
I don't even know how many times. What are we doing?
Just to see if we can get wheels on. But
Oh, yeah. Well, Monty's going to be very excited because I've had those Nexans in my garage for, couple months. It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's
So,
been a while.
yeah.
So we got those set up. Are you going to keep the wheels red, or are you going to like go powder coat those like a different color?
I think for now they're just going to stay red. I ain't trying to spend any money on. If I spend any money, it's on sliders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you taken a look? Like, would it be hard to make a set? Or
No, I could make them easy, I think.
Oh, all right.
But White Knuckle already makes them.
That's true.
You know, that's the thing. Like, I mean, you can the amount of time it would take to make you can just get them from White Knuckle and they're already tested.
Right.
So I think, I mean, I want to get it out on the trail. I want to see it, you know, like even if it was, you know, that trip we did with the LGE CTS team, like that had those 2 or 3 really good climbs, and you did it in the Grand Cherokee, then to go back and do it again in the Pro 4X, that'd be a really good measure of a good comparison between the two.
Yeah,
Right.
I had mentioned that. Yeah, I'd be interested in your comments. But
Well, we know the truck could make it. All right.
Well,
I mean,
I know,
you
but
did it, so we know the truck can make it.
It's different wheeling IFS, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be my first time wheeling IFS. I'm
Just
really
be gentle.
curious.
Just take it slow.
I can't wait to
breathe
be there for that.
Just breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth.
Yeah, I'll take it easy on you. But
I'm curious to see how it does in the high speed stuff.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I wanna
desert's
do.
going to be where it's at, you know.
Yeah, because-
getting into a wash or down a trail and just being able to just do like Mojave. 99% of that I'm doing a 2-wheel drive, just traction control off and just trying to dust whoever's behind me.
Yeah, because that was a limitation of Big Tasty, is that if we got into those washes and all of us took off, you and Jose were sitting there. You know, we had to wait
like-
20 minutes for you and Jose to show up.
For like the first 15 seconds, I'd be like, "Yeah, let's go," and I'd put my foot into it, and then immediately, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can't do that.
this
thing
is a bad idea.
It's gonna fall apart."
This is a bad idea. We should stop.
It wasn't designed for that, you know. So that's what I think I'm most excited about, is being able to pick up the pace, kind of put my foot into it and just let it eat.
And the rear locker. I mean, even though Big Tasty was front and rear locked, we've talked about it, how like just having the one rear locker has never been a limitation for us. I can't. Yours does not have lockers.
The mechanical.
You've got a rear
It has
lunchbox.
It has a center and a rear, lunchbox in the back.
But I mean,
Everyone thinks my truck is broke when I'm turning.
Yeah.
When I'm putting it to work, he's like, "Hey, what's wrong with your truck?"
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a locker.
yeah, I had one of those in the TJ. It was the same thing. But just having the one rear locker has not been a limitation for any of us.
I don't think it's going to be an issue.
No, I don't think so either.
I think pretty much all the stuff that we've done, like I've used the lockers quite a bit, but just because they were there, I probably didn't need them.
Yeah, but your gearing wasn't right.
Yeah,
either,
the gearing
right?
was sucky, you know. So
I think that's the difference right now. I don't have the 33s yet, so I don't know how that's going to affect gearing or, you know.
Well,
you can go drive mine and see what it's going to be like, because
This weekend I'm going to have them 33s.
it doesn't.
on there, so,
I don't. I mean,
I'll know
I don't
then.
have the experience in the other aspect where it was stock.
Matt, I think you're going to lose
You know?
some of that snappiness that
Yeah.
you like to whip. I think it's going to take away a little bit.
I will say, in test driving his on the street, I think it will slow down the truck a little bit. But that's the same on any truck that you put 33s on. It did it on the Ford. It did it on the Tacoma. When you put bigger tires on, it's going to slow down the quickness.
You're not going to go, "This sucks."
Yeah.
like it's going to have an effect. But you're
I
not
should have went
gonna
37s on
think it's
mine.
going to suck.
Because I'm looking at 35. They look so small now.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I think Perry G just won the nickname contest.
Oh,
Damn it, Case! You too? 54 minutes.
Fucking Casey.
Oh, man. 55 minutes. So Perry G says, how about you just call it Wallowitz? Because Howard Wolowitz's NASA nickname was Fruit Loops on the Big Bang Theory.
I kind of love it.
And Wolowitz always wore those crazy...
I kind of like it.
The Wolowitz. I love Wolowitz. He was the best. He was a pervy little dude. I mean, it fits you. We'll just call it Wally for short.
You don't need a PhD for right. That's him, right? The engineer.
Yeah.
He's the only one that didn't have a PhD.
We'll call it Wally for short. Wally, the Wally's World.
You just got Wallowitzed.
Ooh, yeah. I like that.
All right, Perry G. That's I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna get stickers made with like the silhouette of Wolowitz's hair and like one of those dicky those dicky turtlenecks and skinny jeans, and I'm gonna stick it on the back.
I kind of like it. But we're gonna keep working on it.
So
you know what I'm trying to do is, Matt. Does anybody ever wave to you in your Nissan? In your Frontier?
with one finger.
Is that?
It's the same one finger on each hand.
Yeah. Is there a Frontier wave? Because I've been doing the Frontier wave and I'm not getting any traction.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know what? I have lots of comments I can make, and I'm not. But yeah, I usually do get the single finger wave because either that. I'm surprised. How many times we had photos of my truck like going down baseline or whatever, and it's like, oh man, I hope I didn't cut that guy off. But
Yeah.
I probably did.
I just the other day on Instagram, someone sent me a picture, and I was like, "I'm sorry if I drove like a jackass." Like, there's a good chance that I did something stupid. But you were talking about doing the Frontier,
The guns like they used to do in the old Frontier.
in the Wild West Frontier.
Okay, we could do that.
You
yeah.
start the Frontier shooters.
Literally,
Although
nobody's gonna know what we're doing. Why is that?
Although
shooting
in
at me?
Southern California, though, you could get pulled over for that. Like that's
yeah. It's the current state of affairs. You shouldn't be. You probably shouldn't be doing those hand gestures.
maybe a ma'am,
a tip of the hat.
Yeah.
ma'am.
Well, when you do that in audio, no one knows what you're doing.
Oh,
Yeah, it's more of a.
Yeah, but
a tip of the hat
there you go.
to the side at a 45.
You guys need to go back and watch Tombstone and try to pick up a good meme.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Dude, Val Kilmer killed it in that movie, right?
Oh, that's my favorite movie.
Pretty much.
I love that movie.
Pretty much. Huckleberry. That's the name of the Frontier's Huckleberry because it looks like a berry, like blueberries.
Okay.
Huckleberry.
Well, I would say it's second to Wallowitz.
Ringo, like
Johnny Ringo.
How do we fit "I'm your Huckleberry" on a license plate?
You don't.
No.
I don't, it's we'll put it. We'll put a pin in that one.
Or we could go back.
Let's put a pin in that one.
Put it on ice.
We could go back. We could go back to one of the earliers and
let's do on that one.
and get a license plate that's DPCHSR.
CHSR.
DP Chaser?
Oh gosh!
Come on, DP Chaser.
Definitely getting pulled over.
And the license plate frame that says "I'm the other side of the spear."
Oh gosh!
I'm the other tip.
I was gonna say we need to get these two matching shirts that says with like one of them with a spear facing one way and the other one facing
the other way?
Yes, and they could stand next to each other.
And they can say, "I'm with the spear."
Yeah, I'm the other side of the spear.
I'm the other tip.
Yeah, but their spear is like the one from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, the javelin.
Yeah, the javelin.
Oh man,
Lamar.
Yeah,
Lamar.
Lambda, and Omega Mu. If you don't know Revenge of the Nerds, go back and watch the first one. The first Revenge of the Nerds is fantastic. Okay, so this has been Tim says DPSPEAR is his license plate. DP Spear.
DP Spear.
So this is,
I'm gonna start getting invited to all kinds of different parties.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of random texts.
You'll start getting those. The Trail Chaser account constantly gets those. So and so 1359740 wants to send you a message.
Oh yeah,
You mean like the mountain bike that my kid won, and then Jose
No,
won?
I want it too.
Yeah.
Funny thing, I
All
want.
right, so do we want to talk about? Are we done talking about Huckleberry?
Are you guys done talking Huckleberry?
All right, so we'll come back to Huckleberry. Hey, are you looking to upgrade your PC, whether it be for gaming or for video production or whatever your needs are? Go to evga.com and check out their products. They make top-of-the-line graphics cards, power supplies, gaming keyboards, audio cards, cooling systems, accessories, cases, motherboards, you name it, they've got what you need to build a PC. They've stepped up and helped us build a really solid machine for the streaming that we've been doing on YouTube. And if it wasn't for these guys, we'd still be fumbling around trying to figure it out. Please support them. Go to evga.com. At checkout, use the code Trailchasers, and you can get up to 10% off anything you purchase. So go to evga.com, use the checkout code Trailchasers to get a discount. Thanks, EVGA.
You're listening to a 4x4 Radio Network podcast.
The Trail Chasers podcast is a member of the 4x4 Radio Network. If you want more off-road shenanigans in your ear holes, Go to 4x4radionetwork.com to hear episodes of the Jeep Talk Show, the 4x4 podcast, the Center Steer podcast, and On the Trail with Kevin and Scott.
So this was last
week. Yeah.
Last week.
Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
Or Tuesday or Wednesday, yeah.
So there was an Instagram post that was doing a giveaway of a mountain bike, and you had to tag a couple people in it. So I
The only
tagged.
reason I entered it, honestly, was if we won it, I was going to give it to Matt.
Yeah. So I entered it. I did the whole thing where you like the page,
Yeah.
and then I tagged Jose and Casey in it. And then Casey sends this, tags his son in it. My
I
nephew's
tagged
in
my
it.
son and my wife thinking, at least it's in the house if
Yeah.
one of us wins.
And then like 15 minutes later, Casey calls me and he's like, dude.
Yeah. No, my kid. My kid won.
He's all, dude, you know what? Casey can't be here anymore because it's like it's causing this this
Vortex? Is it a vortex?
This F-bomb cycle.
Vortex of profanity.
Yes, this F-bomb cycle. So Casey,
That's also
like
another
15
good-
minutes later, is
Like
like,
band name.
he's all, dude, you know that mountain bike thing? Zen just won. What do you mean Zen just won? He's all, yeah, he just got a message that said he won, but I think it's a scam. What do you mean it's a scam? He's all, I'm gonna have Zen call you. So
He's bugging me and I'm trying to work. And he's like, hurry up, Dad. It says it's going to go away if I don't, respond right away. I'm like,
pro tip, kids.
Yeah.
If you win something and
Whoa, watch talking about tips and kids.
There's other words you could have used.
pro tip, kids. If someone is trying to give away something and you win in 15 minutes and they say, hurry up, this offer is about to expire,
Right, yeah.
that's your first concern. First thing to be concerned about.
right. I was
Just
like,
a
dude,
dead
just call
giveaway.
Cody
Yeah.
because I'm freaking busy right now.
So he calls me.
Just
and
send us your social security
yes.
number.
So he calls
We'll
me.
send the bike right over.
And I said, don't click the link. Send me a screenshot. So he sends me a screenshot. Then I go into my work phone and I type the link in, and it takes you to this
Double-ended spear site.
Yes, it's a two-sided spear site. It was like you had to register. Jose, you saw it too, right? So you had to register, and then you had to sign up for this money-making thing. And yeah.
So it was more than just a bike. He won an opportunity
Yes.
to make
A
money.
pyramid
Yes.
scheme.
Yes.
Hey, was it a Nigerian prince?
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
for help.
2x2.net.
It was probably pretty. It was shady, and I was all, dude, I'm sorry, but it's super shady. Don't do any, don't click it, don't answer. Just forget it. And then like 2 hours later, Jose's like, hey, bro, did you win that mountain bike? And I was all, no. I was all, no, Zen did. He's all, yeah, me too.
Well, first when I tell Cody, that he won the bike, he's like, "What? Screw that. That's my bike. If he wins that bike, I'm taking it. That's a $3,500 bike."
It was, but I mean, it was clearly a scam.
We got.
Yeah. But I mean that it's not,
It was exciting for a minute though.
and it wasn't at
It
face
had,
value.
it had a lot of followers, that
Yeah,
page.
at face value, the page had a lot of followers.
Yeah.
It looked like a legit page. There was a lot of people that entered, and so they're sending that fake link out to 1 out of every 5 people. So I'm sure they got a handful of information from people. But yeah, it was definitely a scam, and I was bummed. I was hoping that somebody won it.
Yeah.
But that's what else? So Airwolf would light up the blue thunder. So what Matt? What's going on? What? So Joe. So Joe says Blue Thunder
Okay.
is the name. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I like Blue Thunder because I feel like you should be standing on stage in a
Get those
G-string.
dollar bills,
Yes,
ready, ladies.
exactly.
Here comes Blue Thunder.
Coming to the stage is Blue Thunder.
Well, it's just a different demographic than DP Spear.
Yeah, you're right.
Whatever.
I don't know. Could be the same demographic. But Blue
That's
Thunder.
true. That's true. What was that group in Vegas that all the chicks would go to?
Blue Man Group.
No.
The Blue Man
Oh,
Group.
Thunder from Down Under.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
There you
Not
go.
only chicks went to that show.
Yeah.
But Jose did too.
There's
saw
there was
the
a lot
sign.
of dudes there
Hey,
that night.
I'm not saying I can confirm.
My wife wanted to go, guys. I'm
I was
supportive.
part of a group, okay?
It was a corporate event. I didn't have a choice.
I thought we were going to Outback, right?
I was promised steak.
I heard Blue Thunder Down Under, and I thought it was the new dessert.
You were
at
promised
Outback.
meat.
I was promised steak. They didn't say what kind of steak.
No, you were promised meat.
No, you were promised beef.
meat.
Beef. We're gonna get you some beef.
I've now turned. I now think Blue Thunder is good.
All right, but only if you like come up with a cool theme song for every time I pull up somewhere.
Just Thunder by Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, I know exactly what that is.
That's a great song, Jose.
No.
Imagine Dragons is a great band.
Imagine Dragons and Foo Fighters. You have killed forever.
No, dude.
All right.
They're the
God,
second,
I wish he would.
they're the second best band in the world after the Foo Fighters.
I don't think I even
Have
know
you
that
listened
song.
to, have you listened to music?
Yeah.
I probably heard it. I just don't know the
you've
names of their songs.
100% have heard it.
You've heard it and went, shit, this is
This song again?
Is this Cody's playlist?
Good Lord.
Okay. So,
No, you don't buy albums anymore and look at the back of the CD case and go, oh, that's what that song's called. You just go, this is that one song from that one band. And it's on again.
I don't even know that's what it's called. They just say Thunder in it like 400 times.
I don't know if I've heard that.
You've heard it, dude. Trust me.
Okay.
All right. So,
And with that,
so moving on. Jose, so going back to our conversation earlier about you not being here and being here and not being here and being here.
Oh, yeah.
So you're still on the house hunt, right?
Yeah, so like when one pops up on the MLS, like we get pops up,
What?
one.
Where?
You know where. No, we get an email anytime a new house pops up under our search criteria. So, and dude, right now the housing market is crazy.
Thank you for the restraint, my friend.
It's so crazy, dude. It's like houses are selling within hours of them being posted up and have multiple offers. I can't believe it, dude.
And I'm sure it has a lot to do with like it's not even posting up anymore. It's now this agent knows this agent, and this one's got one on sale.
It's so crazy. So I mean,
You're just going door to door like,
are you guys selling your house?
Yeah, let me buy your house.
I told him I'd give him a great deal on this house. He didn't want to take it.
It's got a studio in it already.
He's like, we're gonna have to use your studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to 2 homes today. One was amazing. The other one was, it shouldn't even be for sale.
Dude, isn't that crazy?
It's so crazy.
So going back to
and it's so weird. You're walking into someone else's home. Like a lot of these homes, people live in it still, and it's pretty weird, dude.
And I remember going back to the first house I bought. I remember we were looking in this one area, and the agent was like, "Oh, we're gonna go see this house. Cool." Like they set up the meeting with the people that live in this house, so they knew you were coming.
Yeah.
And
Right. They didn't pick up or nothing.
we walk in the door.
dude.
That like there was one room.
That was my house.
There was one. Yeah,
They don't want you to buy it.
there was one room where like you could push the door open just enough to get your head in to see what was going on inside, and then you close the. Like I couldn't get out of that house fast enough.
Yeah,
like
dude.
there was not enough peroxide or demolition that could occur to make me live in that house.
It's crazy to see how some people live.
Oh, and I remember one around this area when Tammy and I were looking, we went into this one house and like the carpet was just destroyed, and there was this upper loft area and there was like 3 half-eaten bowls of cereal, and like they clearly hadn't cleaned up. And the guy at the end of it, we're like, thanks a lot, really appreciate your time. And he's like, look, man, we're just trying to sell this house. He's like, this house is worth more than we're asking for. Just make me a good offer. And I'm like, yeah, sure, we'll be getting back to you, dude. Never going back to that. Like,
Nope.
Yeah.
No, right now, house shopping in the times of COVID, it's like you have to wear booties, like masks, gloves.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. You have a certain window, dude, and there's lines sometimes at these houses.
What?
Like on Saturday, there's multiple agents with their clients, like 15-minute increments. Like we're in line. It's crazy, dude. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Wow. I thought everybody's trying to get out of California.
Me too.
That's all,
Me
that's all
too.
you hear about. Oh, there's an exodus. Exodus my ass.
No, dude.
We have a mutual friend that is getting out of California. Their house has sold, and they're moving to Texas. And they sent us pictures of the house they put an offer in Texas. And Tammy was like, look at the pictures of this house. It was effing ridiculous what they were getting for that price. And then that house they didn't get that house. So they flew out this weekend.
Bought a bigger house.
They flew out this weekend and found a new development, and they're getting a brand new house that's got like guest quarters for when we come visit them. It's stupid.
Crazy.
Like, so I have family in El Paso, which is like right border
and
town.
that means the pass in Spanish, right?
The past, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, or the past.
I haven't seen that on the Taco Bell menu. That's impressive.
Scholars say it
Dude,
means,
so,
a whale's vagina.
Dude, for like $400,000, you get like a 4,000 square foot home out there.
Yeah, it's
like a ranch home.
Yeah, it is.
It's
dumb
beautiful,
sauce.
dude. Like giant like homes.
Mhm.
And for 400, like you don't even 100,000 gets you a house like this one, dude.
Yeah, it's so bad that I've got a guy I grew up with here in California that has moved to Texas, and he was back recently and talking, and he's like, he tells everybody Texas sucks, don't go, because they don't want all the Californians out there now like buying up all the place. But the only thing is like Texas is just flat. There's like,
oh dude, there's not one tree to be seen in El Paso. So all you see is just dirt and asphalt. Like that's
and there's no wheeling. There's no.
There's wheeling around there.
like desert
because
type
New
stuff.
Mexico is right there, and but it's not wheeling like down here.
No, it's not California wheeling.
No,
I mean,
no.
I mean, we pay a premium for it, but
No, there you have to drive like an hour, like to hit a trailhead. Here you go 15 minutes.
Lots of private land, I think.
It's all
in Texas.
private land, dude. Yeah.
Adam in the chat room saying he can't wait to move out of California. I don't know, man. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I think I'm stuck here. I think I'm stuck here for a while.
More crazy. That's an adjective for crazy.
Oh, he's looking for a different adjective.
Fucking crazy.
you guys are killing me, dude.
Lots of editing on this show.
You guys realize that every time you encourage this, it just makes my job harder. And well, you know what? I shouldn't have said that because you guys are going to encourage it more. You know what? You want to know what sucks? I posted this weekend and we're in Big Bear.
Go ahead and tell me.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Go on.
Let me tell you.
I feel a run coming on.
I'll tell you. I will tell you. So we post a lot of stuff on our Instagram page. We try to share what's going on in the world on our Instagram page, and we try to like keep it entertaining for you guys. And we appreciate it when you follow and like and do stuff. And then I post up something that shows me with an injury. There has never been a more liked. There's never been a more liked or more commented on post in the history since 2014 of the Trailchasers than when I get hurt. Everybody's like, Elam.
Hey, let's drag you behind a truck.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, like, you know how you do something on Instagram and it's like, this post is doing better than 50% of you. It's like, this is the best post you've ever had. Like, everybody loves
those damn clip-in shoes, man. Those things are dumb.
It says this post is doing better than 90% of your recent posts. You should probably promote it. And it's like a bunch of people, like Elam was in there. He's like, that's exactly how we thought this was going to end up. Like, I mean, I feel like there's a problem when you guys are getting so much joy and conversation out of me getting hurt. I think this is I don't know that I like the trend.
Well, I mean, we know what we have to do to make this Instagram page grow.
Okay, so
we found the magic formula.
Are we going to bring back Jackass from like the?
Yeah, but you're the only one that's going to be doing this.
No. So if you haven't seen it on Instagram, what we're referring to is this weekend. Tammy and Presty and I were up in Big Bear, and I was on my bike, and I had a spill, and I was just riding. I went on a ride each morning just to exercise. And on the second day, I didn't really have a route mapped out. I was just kind of cruising around town. And I came around a corner. I was like, oh, I'm looking at the map. I'm just going to cross this way. And I turned the corner.
Patch of sand.
No. I turned the corner and I'm faced with like a wall of asphalt. It was the steepest, longest incline I'd ever seen on my bike. And I was like, I'm going to do it. So I cranked and I got all the way to the top. And I was like, oh, man, that was... Ooh, I'm not doing that again. Like 2 blocks later, there's another one. Oh, man. So I go up that one. I get to the third one, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go around. No, I'm going to do it. And I get it, and I do it. And then at that point, I'd gotten close to the lake, and there's this little park there. And I was like, oh, I'm going to cruise over, check out that park, and kind of relax for a minute. My legs are shaking, like I'm done. And for those of you that don't know, you wear these little shoes that clip into your pedals. And if you unclip...
No, you wear the little shoes that clip into the pedals.
So if I and I know this because I've already fallen a handful of times. If I unclip my right leg, my right foot, you got to turn the wheel of the bike to the right so the bike leans and you sit down. So I unclip my right leg, and I'm on the sidewalk coming to the end of the side where it tees, and I got my right leg out, and I at the last minute decided I was going to go left because it looked better over there. So I'm going really slow, and I turn left, and my left leg is still clipped into the bike.
This is an extremely long story to just say your stupid foot got stuck in the pedal
And then he skinned his knee.
over.
And I fell on my knee, and
he
it
skinned
hurt
his knee.
really bad.
And then he texts me, "Do you have a cooler?"
No, that was totally unrelated. Total unrelated.
Yeah, I have a cooler.
Do you?
I need a cooler. Okay, I'll bring you a cooler. Then I get there, and he comes out with a bloody Band-Aid on his knee and biker shorts.
Oh, I still had the biker shorts on. I did. So anyways,
That sounds like a nightmare to me. That sounds like something I would scream in the middle of the night. Oh my God! No, please wake up!
Not even my darkest nightmares. I envision you in biker shorts.
With bloody knees, no less. It's disgusting.
But fortunately, the Outer Limits Supply first aid kit is in the truck, and I had everything I needed. I'm sure Joe K would have approved of my wound cleaning and preparation.
Yeah, but why were you getting like the stint like out and
You had the forceps.
I was
Yeah.
I was going through all the different compartments trying to think of what I was going to use. I actually took out the tourniquet. And I was going to wrap it on my leg and take a picture of it, but I didn't want to waste the tourniquet. I didn't want to ruin
are
it.
they one time use them?
No, I don't think so. But it was all packaged
Yeah,
up, and I didn't want to. But yeah, I thought it would be funny to wrap the tourniquet around and like do a. But anyways,
Wait till your leg turns purple.
and then take the picture. But no, it had wound cleaner in there. It had ointment. It had Band-Aids. It had the whole deal. So I was fortunate. I was happy to have that and got it all cleaned up. But lesson learned for sure. So, what about you, man? What'd you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? I pulled my toilet on Friday night. That was awesome. It's like one of those things, like, because it was, hey, check it out. You're only allowed to plunge your toilet so many times, and then you're likely to blow the seal there. You know that
The
gas,
wax-
The wax gasket,
seal.
wax
Yeah.
ring, yeah.
So it was starting to leak. Downstairs. We were having company over. You guys were coming over
Yeah.
on Saturday. So it was like Monty told me on Monday.
Guess
Well,
what
you gotta sometime this week you're gonna have to fix that. She didn't know what it takes. I know what it takes.
That's not her responsibility. Her responsibility is to point at it and go, "You
do it, exactly.
Harry dude, fix that."
Yeah, and I tried pointing for hairy dudes. There wasn't anybody around.
You didn't point with the spear.
Oh, yes.
There's something funny there. I can't. I'm too offended by it. I did that on Friday. It was one of those things you just keep putting off all week. Like, it only takes like a half hour, or
Yeah.
whatever, as long as you have the parts and stuff. It's just gross,
Yeah.
I kept putting it off, and then finally I did it on Friday, and enjoyed a beer afterward.
Did you test to give a good test run afterwards? Make sure it's all.
You know it. I mean, you gotta put it through its paces.
What
right
did
out
you
the
eat
gate.
to really put it to the test?
That's a trade secret. I can't let you know what that is.
You are kind of a plumber now.
No.
Oh, you're a turd chaser now?
He works for a turd chasing.
We do it all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much do it all. But I was never close to chasing turds as I am now before. So yeah, I guess so. Good dudes.
Good dude.
And then we just hung out in the pool Saturday. That's pretty much how that goes. Saturdays nowadays, down in the pool,
Yeah, dude, it was hot.
sweltering.
The whole time we were down at your house swimming in like 150-degree weather, it was raining at my house.
Yeah, it was raining up in Big Bear. It rained like 2 or 3 times over the course of the weekend.
Did you guys take the Dodge or the Ford?
Ford?
Oh, okay.
Because we had
We had to take all 7 of his bikes up there.
we had the bike. I had my.
This one's for concrete. This one's for pavement. This one's for kind of soft dirt. This one's for much harder dirt. This one's for just in case those ones don't work so good. This one's Tammy's, and then this one's Preston's.
It's like, Tammy, you taking your bike?
Then he had to go and take the one that Zen won. That's mine now.
No, I had my gravel bike, and then I have an old GT mountain bike that I turned into the trailer bike that I hooked Presty's trailer up to, and then we had Tammy's mountain bike. So I had 3.5 bikes in the back of the truck. But I built a really cool rack for it.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's you saw earlier. I'm a couple iterations down now, so I'll share the rack when it's done. Jose, did we have any reviews? I just checked. We don't have any voicemails. I can't think of any emails that I've seen this week. But it's been. I think the excitement of the week was Casey getting his new vehicle and trying to get
no new reviews.
Get you dialed in with that whole situation.
I think I'm going to take it on some dirt tomorrow, and then I'll give you an update on.
I thought you had to.
Yeah. Never mind. I have something else to do tomorrow. Wednesday. I think we're going to go take Zen down to Cougar Butte so he can ride his dirt bike.
Okay.
I'll just play with it there.
We need to
go off roading.
Yes.
We need to.
It's secluded out there, Jose.
Perry G says Matt's stage name is Harry Spear.
Harry Spears.
Harry Spears.
Sounds like a guy.
Yeah, the Harry Spears. Oh, it's Brittany's illegitimate brother. The Cougar Buttes. I know you've done it a bunch of times. I've only been down there once when I went on that Nexon run, but I want to take our vehicles and do a Cougar Buttes run, but it's just so freaking hot out there right now.
Yeah, now is not a good time.
Yeah, I want to do a weekend up there because there's a lot of cool boulders to climb over and rock trails and
you could do a lot of open desert type stuff where you're just running through whoops or rocks. There's really a lot of different things out there.
Yeah, it'd be a good.
It's just 150 degrees.
Yeah, it is.
So it's not good.
It is not good. So speaking of events, and Tim brought this up in the chat, we have added a page onto the website called Events Page, and this is a test. So nobody freak out just yet. Registration is not live. We're trying to lay out opportunities for upcoming off-road trips, right? So we've got this events page where we're putting up somewhere around September 5th. We want to do like a Bailey Canyon run, end of September, Fawn Skin, middle of October.
They should all say minimum 32-inch tires. Lockers not required.
Lockers optional.
Lockers optional. 4-wheel drive's a good idea.
But so this is we're working on that. We will announce it here on the show once it's live, and once we have these dates confirmed. We're working with a couple of vendors on the October one, trying to come up with some ideas. We've got next weekend, and then the weekend after that is Labor Day, right?
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Yep. This weekend? Not this week.
Not this weekend, the weekend after, right? So today's Monday, the 24th, we're recording. So next weekend is
2 weeks from today.
Is the 29th and 30th, yeah. And then the weekend after that is Labor Day. So usually we try to do something. I just don't know what.
Yeah, I'll be homeless Friday.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome.
We'll swing by and pick you up.
I'll reserve you a campsite in Big Bear.
Thank you.
It'll be free.
Yeah, so we'll swing by and just stop by the tent you have on the side of the freeway.
Well, there's a lot of them, so
We'll
just honk.
Yeah. Listen for us. Wow, that's crazy.
Dude, it's coming up fast.
It is. It's super fast. Oh, it's gonna suck if you can't find a house for like 6 months.
Don't say that, please.
Ouch.
Don't say that.
Jose just got depressed. Oh man,
It's ruined his night.
I know. Keep an eye out on the events page. We're going to be trying to put together some events for some upcoming runs. I want to try to do something every month between now and the end of the.
But is that a legitimate? That's what you want to do that day?
It was just a thought.
It's like, all right, guys, you know that map you guys printed out? Throw it away. We're going an entirely different trail.
Well, because that's Labor Day weekend right there.
Yeah. Well, my thought was, so we did that Bailey Canyon road with Brian from Air Down, Jeremy, ZR2 Dave.
Oh, that's what
Joe,
that is.
Joe K. Yeah, and it was a very mellow, family friendly kind of cruise day. So my thought would be like
Family friendly. You didn't have to fight off any berserkers or Thunderdome people.
no Thunderdome,
Okay.
no Thunderdome. So I thought it might be a cool like family day just to kind of cruise around, picnic up there or something. But again, every time I try to sit down and plan the schedule, something else pops up and things have been crazy at work and it's like, okay, I'm going to do this tonight and I never get to it. So I need to sit down and finalize the schedule and then actually
and then trying to organize, 3+ people's lives into one specific weekend.
Yeah, it's always a hey, what about this weekend? I can't. What about that weekend? You being homeless, I mean, it's not like
Jose's like, I can't make it that weekend.
Yeah.
I can make it that weekend. I
yeah.
can't make it that
yeah,
weekend.
exactly.
I'll let you know. Yeah,
You
I'll
know
let
what? You being homeless, I mean, why bother going to work anymore? You know, you don't have a home.
That's true, dude.
True freedom.
all the money you're saving on mortgage, new car parts.
You guys are living out
37s.
of the cruiser anyhow.
Yeah.
Might as well. Enhancements.
It's gonna need it. Dude. It's gonna need new car parts.
So the first
Rooftop tent.
Yes, the first mortgage payment you don't have to pay.
Adventure
Rooftop
trailer.
tent.
Boom.
Yep. Next one, trailer. There you go.
I need a tire carrier.
Next one,
tire carrier and gas can holder. That would be the first thing I'd buy.
you need what else do you need? Dometic fridge.
Yes.
Or a Yeti cooler. I don't know. I don't want to route like wires and shit.
It's one like plug.
I don't have a plug back there. Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yes, you do.
Let me show you. You don't have like I guess it was in '94 they didn't
I have
do that.
cigarette ashtrays. I have like 8 of them, dude. But no outlets back there.
Well, yeah, just run one set of wires to the front. That's it.
Yeah, but I don't want to do all that.
Okay.
That'd be easier to just go buy a new vehicle.
Or that.
Yeah, just go get a new Ranger.
Like a red Frontier.
Frontiers, baby. Red, white, and blue.
A red
dude, believe it or not.
America. They're actually manufactured here.
America.
So.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, come on, Casey.
It's a song.
I know it's a song.
It's a song.
You guys suck so bad. We have never had this many edits ever. You're no longer allowed to come and hang out.
Dude,
a record-breaking episode.
Pro 4Xs are kind of rare, man. Like, there's not a lot
I
of...
see them everywhere now.
No. I'm saying, like, on the sale, used...
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot for sale.
No, when I looked, there was not. I mean, I did like a 50-mile search from or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was only maybe 10.
Yeah.
I did see at somewhere. Where was it at? I think I want to say it was like in Rialto. It was like a 2018 or 19 with 2,000 miles on it. It was badass looking.
Yeah, but they want a lot.
They wanted $33,000.
Yeah, exactly. Look, Matt got a deal on his.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, it had 2,000 miles. That's like test drive mileage only, probably from the wherever they built it to the.
Yeah, but I
thing.
remember looking when Matt got his. They were selling brand new ones for like 30.
Yeah.
But now they want 38 for a new one.
Tip of the spear.
33 is the
Tip
highest I've
of the
found.
spear. Coincidence?
Secret's out, dude.
I don't think
Secret's
so.
out on them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and if you get one,
Here comes the train. You better hop on it.
if you get one, that's just gonna
Or you're going
push.
to get trained.
Yeah.
No, dude. No. Edit. What? I gotta edit that right out. No,
That was so horrible. And I knew it when I was saying it,
After you
too.
said it,
As you were saying it, you're like,
yeah,
there's no way.
I know you
You
felt
ain't training
dirty.
nobody.
You felt wrong after it came out of your
dirty
mouth.
after he said that.
Yeah,
That made me feel dirty.
Let's just cut this episode short
Yeah.
and go take some showers.
Yeah,
guys, separately.
When it's all said and done, this is going to be a 22-minute episode of all the stuff I got to cut out of here.
Just a bunch of giggling.
Yeah, and talking about spears.
Giggle, 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 Frontier.
Yeah.
Giggle, 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 Spear.
America.
So, would you seriously
Bye.
consider one right now?
well, dude,
I mean, I know not right now.
not right now, but I've always considered it.
Like if someone gave you, here's X amount of dollars.
Yeah,
Go
dude,
get something.
it's so crazy. Like Tacomas, they're so expensive, dude. So a new Tacoma right now, the cheapest I've seen is $38K
for what model?
For what you
the
would want to
TRD
get.
off road.
Yeah.
It has a locker and everything, right?
Yeah.
But used Tacomas, like 1 or 2 years old, they're either going for the same or even more expensive than a new one, which I don't understand.
Right.
And you know,
It's availability because the
I think so.
the
Yeah.
new Tacomas are being sold before they're even hitting the lot.
Most of the time, probably. And then, but Frontiers, it's like they're out there and they're for the the same capability. It's like $10,000 less.
Yeah.
But it's just there's not that
But you
many.
still
for
get
sale.
the locker.
Yeah.
Like mine has.
You even have heated seats. I think
seats.
all Pro 4Xs come with heated
Yeah.
seats. 'Cause I think
It's got the
that's top of
watertight
that's the
cup
top-
holders.
It's the top trim level for the Frontier.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just
Waterproof cup holders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watertight.
Watertight.
cup
Watertight.
holders.
it's just finding one. It's hard to find. Like you'd have to really.
I found, like I said, maybe like 10 of them on Car Gurus.
Well, and I think most of if someone has a Pro 4X, they're probably keeping it for a reason. It's not like the normal Nissan or normal stock Toyota where people are just turning it over because it's just a truck. If you went out and bought the Pro 4X or the TRD,
it was like a specific.
You sought that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've talked about it a bunch of times. I mean, I would absolutely consider it as an option.
I would, and then a brand new 4Runner is like $43,000.
Oh God, it's insane.
Yeah,
for a brand new 4Runner, dude, it's so crazy.
Any of those 5th gens, almost even back to when they started that gen, is still expensive. Like
yeah. Tammy looked at it when she was looking at the Dodge. She was looking at the 4Runners, and I would have loved it if she got it, but it was not like one of those things where you're like.
I was looking at ZR2s, and they're high 30s. Like everything is $40,000, dude.
Yeah.
Even like
Frontier,
not the Frontier, but even like a mid tier like Honda CRV is like 30 something K.
What the hell?
Well, dude, I got mine for 30.
Yeah, but I want a car that runs.
You can't keep up. You can't keep up.
I don't care, dude. I'll finish the race at least.
So if you guys have a line on a Pro 4X for
a red one,
Jose,
it's gotta be a red one.
Send it to Jose. Hit up Danny. Hit up Danny Groots. See if he wants to sell his.
No, he just got a tune on his, and he was like doing donuts on it.
I know.
I've been looking at like stuff like that, like chips and programmers and all that stuff.
You drive 4 miles a day.
Yeah, but I want to get there really fast.
Talking about chips, are we Ponch John? What?
No. If he had a Frontier, I would allow Ponch and John. Jose can be Ponch. One of you guys can be John, whatever.
Okay,
but
right.
Oh, he's Poncherello. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But if the real big deal, like the real good deal out there is the Ranger, dude. They're 29, 28.
I'm telling you.
But no, that's not an option for me.
And I honestly don't think that's going to last for long. Because so the Ranger had a very slow start.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see them a lot now.
I saw that orange one for sale today. It was $28,000 and it was like a year old.
Yeah. I'm starting to see a lot more.
It was an FX4.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm starting to see a lot more of them on the road. I think they're starting to come into their stride, and they're gonna with the Bronco coming out, and I think the Ranger's gonna start ratcheting up. So you should get one now.
Get them while they're hot.
I will disown you, Jose.
I'm not getting a Ranger, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you will.
No.
Yeah,
He's getting the red Frontier.
He's getting a Bronco.
I would rather get, for sure, I would for sure get the red Frontier before any Ranger.
Thank you. Thank you. Trust restored.
You're back in.
You're back in.
So if you get the Ranger, I'm gonna have.
Hey, welcome back, Ponch.
Jose's gonna get the Ranger, and Casey's gonna start coming down every week, and I'll have to be like turn on all the computers and be like, "All right, guys, have a good show."
Hey, Cody, get in there and set the shit up.
Yeah, let me know when you guys are finished.
I'll save the file when you're done. All right, cool. Well, look, we're gonna cut it here again. Casey, super excited about the Frontier. I'm glad you got it. I think it's gonna be fun. If you have a line on a red Pro 4X, send that to Jose at trailchasers.net and see how that goes.
Jose at trailchasers.net. You can email me.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
I said send it to Jose at trailchasers.net.
You did.
Oh, if you were to like write out what you said, like if you saw the transcript, it would be like
There is a transcript. Check the transcript.
Send it to Jose space at trailchasers.net.
Are we seriously having this conversation right now? Send an email
Send
to
an
that
email to me,
dude.
all right?
Send the email to that dude.
Slide into my DMs. How about that?
Go.
And then we will keep an eye out on the events page. We will be updating that with some opportunities to go wheeling here in Southern California over the next couple months. Once that registration is live, we will talk about it on the show. You guys can sign up and do some wheeling with us. So, anything else, guys, before we cut out?
No,
Shake
All
it,
right.
shake and bake.
shake and bake.
Shake and
That
bake.
is- yeah,
All right.
shake and bake.
To,
You got to shake it
to
before you bake it.
Everybody in the live chat, Perry G, Richard Leggett, Tim was in there, Joe K was in there, Echt was in there. Who else? Duty Driven, Adam Shanley. Trying to go through here, scroll back.
What is this, romper room?
Yeah, romper room. I see Perry G. I see Tim Kilmer. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining. Susan was in there. Thanks for joining us on Monday nights at 6:30 on the chat. You guys make it a lot more fun. And Casey, thanks for joining us in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
We will catch up with you guys later.
I'm Presley, and thank you for listening. Thank you to Next and Tire. Thank you to Icon. If you want to be on the show, call 951-394-DIRT. Thank you to Ryan Torino with all of the music.
You guys be like an 80s ski movie where you're moguling in and out of each other.
Oh, dude.
Starsky and Hutch.
Okay. All right. Look, we're starting off hot. Let's hold on. Let's
Yeah, what the
let's wait a minute. We're gonna okay. That 2 minutes. We're not even starting. So all right. 3, 2, 1. Fucking Jose can't Jose fucking ruins everything. I swear to God.
I've been with you all day.
All day. I'm hitting start streaming now.
Oh, I thought we were streaming already.